So there you go. So I'm going to ask him to flex his hock. There you go. Because sometimes they forget. There you go. There you go. And on him, you might ask him to do that intermittently. Pick up his hind leg, and what I do is I'll teach him to hold it up after a while. So they not only flex the joints and hold the leg up, which helps that leg, but it also strengthens the opposite hind leg. So a little bit. Don't get carried away with it. If he'll just pick up his leg and hold it a little bit, that'll be fine. But really for today, I'm just asking him to release the hock a little bit. And you might search around a little bit and with your stick and find out where he does that. Good boy. Let's go back to the other side. So we'll just get him freed up a little bit so we can be successful when Virginia starts to work on him and ride him a little bit, and then we'll pick him up and put him in hand again. So I'm going to step in front of him here and let him move his shoulders because he's a little bit on his front end. So I'll first relax the hind end, let him step around real soft and easy and gentle, and then I'll step in front of him and let him move his shoulders over. It's just a kind of the fundamental of spiral circle, but it's to relax the mind, connect the mind to the body, and then relax the muscles, and then relax the joints, or release the joints. So why we do that is to create better flexibility, better proprioception, better biomechanical alignment, better connection. So there you go. Step over. And you see I'm up in front of him, and he's still kind of a little bit sleepy, so I'm just going to work on that inside rein, release his neck towards me a little bit, push his shoulders away from me a little bit, step across in front of him a little bit. And so I can watch him a little bit. If he drags his hock like that, I'll ask him now to pick up his leg a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. Thank you. That was better. There you go. There you go. Try it again. There you go. Better. Better. And as he kind of softens up there, you see how easy it is to move his front end. So it's in his thought. There you go. There you go. Try it again. So we'll build the flight pattern proprioception of using his hocks, which will actually in the long run keep him sound, so that when they drag their hocks like that, or don't flex through the hocks, a better way to say it, synovial fluid doesn't flow as well as it could in the joint, so it won't be as lubricated. And it gets a little bit tighter and a little bit tighter, so I like to keep that in mind when I see a horse move like that. There you go. And rein back, I want it to be slow and easy and diagonalized, but it can be 4-beat diagonalized backwards. There you go. There you go. There you go. And some horses will, in the beginning, need more help to back up. As they get along a little bit, what'll happen is they'll start to pick up their hind feet and start the rein back from the hind end. But oftentimes in the beginning of not knowing, he just needed to understand that if he moved his front foot back, then the rest of his body would kind of go with him. But once he understands and he's gymnastically prepared, and eventually his rein back will be a forward movement going backwards. So it'll start from the hind end just like every movement. But kindergarten is kindergarten, whether they're 3 or 23, if they don't know it, we still have to start at the beginning. Now with Sedona, all right, you lived. I'm just going to do a couple more pieces here. I'm going to ask him to release the rein, so I'll make sure that he's comfortable relaxing through the neck. It's not hyperflexing. I'm not going to force him to do a thing. I'm going to ask him if he can relax in the neck. So he's pretty tight, so we'll just wait on him a bit. Present it so he doesn't bump into the outside rein, because he's sensitive enough to stop his releases when he feels that outside rein close a little bit. It doesn't even have to be tight. He'll feel it close. And because he's a little bit tight in his neck, I'm going to wait on him a little bit. There you go. And that's all we need him to think, is that first thought of, what do you want me to do there? I'll always take that. Always take the release of the TMJ and the hyoid, where he relaxed his jaw and started to deglutinate his tongue a little bit, or move his tongue, lift up the bit. There you go. Then his brain gets a little bit more connected, because I didn't make him do anything. Work in hand for a little bit so he can feel a little bit more angle. So come on out in the open. Okay, buddy. Stay with us, buddy. No, I'm not going to activate him. I'm just gonna posture him. I'm a little guy. If he were my horse, I'd activate him.
I know you would, and I don't trust you.
You don't trust me after all of this time?
No.
My wife says that all the time. I don't know why she says that. Let me have the reins. You hold on to the saddle. You've been talking to my wife?
No, not recently.
Just feel the softness in your horse. Take a breath. Take a breath. There you go, buddy. Try that. There you go. So that you can feel the softness in your horse that he can offer you when you get soft. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. See if you can move your shoulders a little bit for me. There you go. Not you, Sedona. There you go. There you go. Just gently, gently connect so that we have a corridor, energetic corridor in the reins. There you go. You're a good boy. Move your shoulders over. There you go. See if you can shift back for me a little. Oh, you're a good horse. Go ahead, try. Go ahead, try. Go ahead. Ah, good. Good. All right. So as we go along in our journey, in our developing ourselves and our horse, it's kind of a two-way street. You know, we really do. We develop ourselves as our horse develops. We develop as we develop, our horse develops. So there's no end to that development. It can be so connected that you can barely take a breath. Your horse will know exactly what you're thinking next. Relax your neck down. Does it always work that way? No. But it's very feasible that it can. So where he got dinged in the stifle, I'm just going to watch that leg work a little bit. And I'll bring his shoulders over in front of his hind end a little bit, so we take some of the engagement or some of the pressure off of the hind end. Release the neck down here so he can release his back. Then we'll reconnect. As he releases his back, ask him to put his hind leg up underneath him. There you go. Oh, good boy. And you see the congruency from his head to his shoulders? Mm-hmm. Not a lot of bend. So it gives him the freedom of movement. We'll just keep moving because there's a red wasp following him. There you go. Yeah, hold on for dear life. I'll ask him if he can stop his feet up here a little bit. Just slow down. There you go. I'm going to make a connection in the bridle that's a little bit different. I'd like him to relax his jaw just a little bit, if he can do that. And then I'll slow down his feet. Left, right, left, right. Don't swing. Now can you shift back, right, left? You see how soft he can be? Positions, he just stretches down. And when he stretches down to the bridle like that, his glute muscles get really soft. But his back starts to release. So sooner or later, if you can get that to where he can maintain that posture in his neck here, sooner or later, what I'll do with him, or any horse that gets tight in his back, is I'll kind of sink down into my stirrup and let my thigh pick up my seat weight, and then just let my seat you know, the thickness of my blue jeans kind of get on the saddle. And as long as he's going along in this posture and he's going really easy, I'll stay there and not really do rising, but I'll do it on a circle so he has his inside hind leg up underneath him. In his case, you might do some spiral out circle in that posture. And sooner or later, he'll learn to pick you up because he's putting his hind leg up underneath him. Okay? Anytime he goes or loses his forwardness, which he doesn't generally do, he generally tightens his back. Just go back to rising. It's not a big deal. Don't make it a big deal. There you go. Right there is where you want to ride him for all intents and purposes. So his back releases. As his back releases, his glute muscles will release because his hips are working, pelvis is working. There you go. There you go. Easy does it. So when I make a connection in the bridle, he wants to lift up, but that's okay. Here I can remind him to just relax down there. And then I can go. Well, geez, just see, as you use your hind leg, could you move your shoulders over? And he'll start to, when they start to move their shoulders lightly and softly, they'll start to, because they're engaging their hind end and put the hind leg up underneath, they'll start to make the shift in their balance. And if they start to make the shift in their balance, we won't overweight the hind legs. And what horses are typically afraid of is compression in the hind leg, because they know they can't move well if their hind legs are compressed. But you see how soft you'll get for a few strides here to move his shoulders over. There you go. And sooner or later, we'll get to a circle in that way. When we get to a circle and counter bend, what'll happen is he'll just balance in the middle. He'll just do this with his body and come off of his shoulders because it's easier for him to do that than trying to drag his front end around. How about it?
And my job is just to stay in the middle.
Just stay quiet, breathe, relax. Relax. Feel what it feels like. Hold on. There you go. Good boy. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit of a circle here and counter bend. So bent right, moving your shoulders to the left. Just real soft. If there's any brace in there or bother or resistance, he'll change his balance a little bit, and that's okay. But I'm going to watch how smooth he uses his legs. If he gets a little stuck, I'll see if I can help him. If he gets too worried about it, I'll just abandon that and go to shoulder in posture. So that's pretty nice there. So we'll go to shoulder in posture. And so I'll find out what he's really comfortable in. There you go, good boy. There you go. There you go. Hold on, I know. You forgot I was there, huh? It's okay. Tyrannosaurus bamboo. So I'm going to change his bend on this side because he was pretty free in the shoulders. And we'll get him to think about haunch in posture. You're all right, relax, relax. Haunch in posture, he has to be totally relaxed and balanced to get good haunch in posture. There you go. Let's go back to that other side that was sticky. What do you think? You all right? He said, well, I wish you wouldn't tell everybody that I can do that. Come on, over here. And I'm telling his secrets all the time. But Virginia,
he's got a few more up there.
He's got some.
He's got a few or more.
There you go. There you go. I'll try not to run over the camera. There you go. And here we'll go now. Left bend, move the shoulders right. Make it a nice big sweeping circle so he doesn't get jammed in there. Keep the hind end coming. Soft. And that's okay that he gets a little movie with the connection in the bridle. That's all right. But I'm up in front of him here. I'm not alongside of him, so I can help him step around. Keep the hind legs coming. There you go, try that. You're all right. You're all right. And then I'm going to try to see if we can get him to go to haunch in posture right. Just take that right rein connection. If he can't do it, I won't worry about it. If we can get a stride or two and a nice soft connection, as soon as he bends, my connection is going to go to the left rein and not the right rein. But he's not going to do that today, so I'm not going to worry about it. We'll go back to softening him up. So all he said was, well, them pretty tight there, and I can't really get that today. And if I said you have to do it, he would stay tight. If I say, well, that's okay, let's do some more counter stuff and see how that works for you. I say, well, I can do counter stuff. Pretty soon it's just a change in the bend that changes it from haunch in, our shoulder in posture, counter shoulder in posture, to haunch in posture. Wait, see, I'll just softly sneak that in there for a step or two, and then bring it back, and then let him go somewhere where he's successful, which is around and shoulder in. There you go. There you go. Good boy. There you go. And could you slow down your feet? There you go. Just as soft as a butterfly wing. And when he gets organized, could you shift back? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Could you step over? There you go. And could you shift back? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And so I count it so that you know when I'm timing my rein connection, and you can see how little it takes for him to move his feet. I don't have to pull on him. He's an academic horse. He understands that.